You know, in the 1980s, there was a group called Naked Eyes that had a song, Promises, Promises, You Knew You'd Never Keep. Well, I think we just saw an example of that 8 years ago today. We were made a lot of promises about insurance premiums, gone down instead. They're going through the roof. In fact, 25% next year on average. The big question, though, right now, as we think about this, particularly as we go to vote in 2 weeks, how complicit was the media in helping the Obama administration push through what everyone now acknowledges is a faulty program? Here to discuss, Kerry Picket and Gina Loudon. Kerry, let me start with you. You took issue on Twitter with the mainstream media, particularly, I think it was Huffington Post or someone, just dogging the right-wing media for being so heartless in their opposition to Obamacare.
Yes, actually, it was actually Media Matters, of all places, that back in 2010, they made a prediction that, or rather, they said that everybody who was saying that premium rates of health insurance would go up as a result of Obamacare, they call that to be a false accusation. And look what we have right now, 25%. Of these rates ended up going up. But you know what, Charles, the thing here is that everything is on schedule as far as what Obama wanted, as far as what the Democrats wanted. They needed a foundation to go forward with what they eventually wanted, which is single payer. Well, all the bad things about Hillary Care back in 1993, 1994 can now be implemented via all the federal bureaucracies, whether it's penalizing your doctor, turning him into a criminal for treating you outside the network. That's something that people have to start thinking about if Hillary Clinton is elected.
You know, Gina, there's no doubt about that. Maybe the only thing that wasn't on schedules, I think they would have preferred these hikes kicked in December 1st rather than November 1st. But other than that, do you see where people are now saying, hey, if this is the same media that told me not to question Obamacare, perhaps I should be wondering about other things, particularly going into November 8th?
Exactly. It's lie after lie after lie, and the media has been completely complicit. When you look at the coverage they've given the two candidates, the negatives on Trump have received 700 and some minutes compared to the negatives on Hillary, where there's been a lot more, frankly, actual provable conflict and scandal, only covered by the media about 400 and some minutes. And here's where it gets really interesting, Charles. This is a prediction I can make for you right now, and I know that both you and Kerry could make the exact same prediction, and that is tomorrow there will be a new manufactured Trump scandal, because the media, along with and in collusion with the Clinton campaign, wants to take the attention off of all of this scandal about Obama and Hillary and their very failed affordable health plan today. So they're going to do something to distract us all tomorrow. Watch for it.
All right, Gloria Allred, perhaps press conference when we wake up. But, you know, Kerry, I will say,
Yeah.
even today as I toggled around the media, you know, a lot was made of the fact that, yes, they acknowledge that there will be this massive increase in premiums, but they went out of their way to point out that most people won't have to pay it, and that there were alternative plans like a $75 a month plan and a $100 a month plan that the overwhelming majority of people would have access to. So already you can see where the same media that sort of tricked us in the first place is trying to mitigate the damage.
Oh, please. You know what? They're also not pointing out that there were around 18 separate tax hikes on families making like $250 or below. That was something that Obama ended up saying would never happen, and it did. He said that it wouldn't cut into Medicare. It did. There were so many promises about Obamacare that Obama made that ended up getting broken. But unfortunately, now we're going into this election, and many people have sort of forgotten what these broken promises are. There's around a week left, and we are going to see many people sort of have some fuzzy memories about it. But like I said, once again, when they start to see a lot of these regulations and rules that Hillary Clinton wants going through bureaucracies, that's going to be a problem.
All right, Kerry Picket and Gina Nostradamus Loudon, thank you both very much. Appreciate it.